star so bright. Pull your hat down, make sure your cinch is tight. Horse is kinda snuffy, cold chill up your spine. You'll get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight.
Howdy there, I'm Matt McKinley and we're burning daylight.
In the saddle till the job's done right.
Welcome to Burnin' Daylight, the only podcast for the working cowboy. Well, shit.
Great.
I can't hear you guys.
McKinley.
I know. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Country Kitchen Buffet closes in 10 minutes. What time does the podcast start, McConnell?
My shell is itching the shit out of me right now, and if I stand here just real still, like it'll usually go away. And if not, I'm gonna be on my back and bad. Not good.
Tim, did you take your Viagra before you gotta go to Country Kitchen Buffet?
The Viagra reacts differently with my shell, and it's not good. It is not an ideal situation.
Oh, Tim, your face right now. You fucking geriatric fuck. Huh?
I fucking hate you guys so much.
For the audio
Seriously.
listeners, the ticker said, going across the bottom of the screen says, fuck Tim, you geriatric fuck, who we are waiting for. Because we were. Tim, who bitched about wanting to go early. He's like, Jesus Christ, let's go already. Send him the link, and a good 20 minutes went by.
It is 8:22. You told me 8:30.
I sure do miss that Sean Hannity at 9 o'clock. That's past my bedtime.
You were giving me shit for wanting to go early, so I sent it a little early.
I like this. This is the only show on the Burnin' Daylight podcast network that anyone ever watches, which is still saying a lot because there's probably 7 people that watch this, and you guys are still giving me fucking shit.
Hold on, I have some side commentary from the woman. Say that again, wife.
That you're all going to hell for making fun of an old man who had a medical issue on national television.
Yeah, but he's a piece of shit.
I thought she was talking about me until I heard the last bit.
Tim thought you were talking about him.
Mitch McConnell would rather this happen.
Did he have a CIA too? I know he's getting up there.
Matt, since we're on the geriatric train, you want to throw up that video real quick and have everybody decide?
This is hard to watch.
It really is, but we're perverted.
Yeah, it was. Let me pull it up on Twitter.
It's awesome having a bunch of octogenarians running our country.
and like people fight over them like they're top athletes, you know? That's the part that really gets me.
It's time to put an age limit.
Yeah, they're really at the peak of their game.
Yeah,
like I know there's an argument
real
for
spring chicken,
a slippery slope, but yeah, it's age limit here.
I like this is the first time I've ever said this, but I actually feel bad for McConnell.
Right? Put the battery back in him.
Something glitched out. Something shorted out.
in his mind right now, he's still talking.
Oh yeah, he's just like he's trying to retract into his shell, and his muscles are not working.
Who dropped Mitch McConnell's controller?
How does he not come out of his office and just resign and just leave? Like this is it's very hard to watch, and it's very like it just
yeah, and you're like, so you people are the ones deciding whether we're gonna like go to nuclear war and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
John Fetterman too. As painful that was, John Fetterman has a collection of pain.
Oh, so I just shared a great John Fetterman meme, and Michael Malice, who is one of the funniest guys on Twitter.
Oh.
Fetterman for Senate Minority Leader now, all caps, and a handicap sticker on John Fetterman's forehead.
Who is this guy?
Michael Malice. He's an author.
Isn't he with Daily Wire?
No, he does his own thing.
Okay.
But he's on Tim Pool quite a bit. He's been on Daily Wire. He's on he goes on Glenn Beck's show every now and then he's he doesn't call himself a libertarian. He's an anarchist. He just but he's really smart guy and one of the best trolls on Twitter, as you can see. It's
this is Matt's hero.
Brilliant.
Fetterman?
Brilliant work.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's wild that's what is representing us, the state of Pennsylvania and
100%.
Kentucky.
This is 100% why there needs to be term limits.
Yeah. Age
Not only because of their bank accounts, but also because of their age.
Yeah, it is gross. Like Dianne Feinstein looked like Emperor Palpatine when they wheeled her back into the Senate.
Emperor Palpatine after he fell down the shaft and came back in the third movie, Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Crust.
Was Dianne Feinstein
Aaron fell down a shaft
looking?
a couple weeks ago.
Well, better than the shafts that are falling into your mouth.
But let me finish, but first.
But first.
Oh, damn it. McKinley has sound effects.
Do you have Rob computed in?
Nah, I don't have Rob on there yet.
Yeah. There you go.
I've got them all on a folder somewhere, but it's not on it's not uploaded to my soundboard at the moment. So
I'm pretty psyched right now that McKinley's internet is working.
Oh, it's
did you try to listen to that last episode on I think it was whatever I have, the Apple whatever it is.
You listened to the show?
I did. I always listen to the show. when I'm on.
Sorry, princess.
I am so glad that my comment was on the Patreon last
No. I was seriously, because I thought like Rob told Emily out of guilt and you were murdered.
Oh, that
was horrible for you.
That was really funny. Rob had a pretty funny dig at Ron DeSantis today with what was something about it was a Holocaust joke about the Jews having like industrial heating and air experience after they got out.
No, Rob started it. Jesus, Aaron. Rob started it by saying something along the lines that he had to be in Arizona next week and he's going to be a Jew in Auschwitz or something.
Yeah, I said at least you'd probably die quicker in Auschwitz. But, which was
Matt always looks at the bright side, huh?
I mean, It's a multi-layered joke because there's a lot of old folks down in Arizona too.
There are
a lot of old fucks down in Arizona. And they seem like they live forever down there too. They just get they turn into jerky eventually out there in the desert
because the heat dries out their muscle tissue. And
look like an old catcher's mitt.
They're just like a walking slice of extra crispy bacon.
The whole town smells like oily leather.
Just shuffling along a bacon playing around a golf, Yeah, and then that all led to also the Jewish side of that joke. So I mean, it was a like I said, multi-layered joke. I thought it was pretty good.
It went full circle.
God, Matt, you're just Picasso painting a fucking picture.
I know. I do what I can. I do what I can. It's yeah. I just try to do my best. All right.
You're just an artist, Matt. Jesus H. Big swinging Dick McKinley.
So, I hate to sound like the mainstream news, but are the walls kind of closing in on Joe Biden?
I watch this shit all day.
Are the walls starting to close in?
It's getting ugly.
Is it actually going to happen? Are they actually going to push him out?
I found this interesting that even the CNN and MSNBC analysts were like, "This never happens. What the fuck are they doing?" And they're even admitting this looks like a shady deal. So apparently today was the plea deal hearing, right? And I guess in the plea deal hearing, both sides have to absolutely be on the same page, and the judge has to make sure that both sides are agreeing and on the same page, right?
The judge called them on their bullshit pretty quick.
So apparently the sticking point was the defense lawyer had something that if he pleads to stuff now, any additional charges that come from the investigation are null. And the prosecutor said, no, that's not the case. Then the defense said, well, there's no deal. And it almost made it seem like they had a verbal agreement going on, but there was nothing written. The judge was was asking why the misdemeanor charges were being charged and not the felonies. And then there was something that happened last night. I don't know exactly what, but apparently it's been alleged that the defense's law firm called the clerk to say to scratch some written thing by the prosecution to scratch it from the record. And the prosecution never said to scratch it from the record. So they're like, that's what's alleged.
They were almost pretending to be the government on it, the House Ways and Means Committee.
So
really?
Oh yeah, this article is good. This is a good little chunk of what went on today.
So let's see. Wednesday's hearing for Hunter Biden was already poised to be a historic event, as the son of a sitting U.S. president appeared in court to plead guilty to federal tax crimes, bringing a controversial investigation to a near close. But the 3+ hour meeting saw the original plea agreement nearly fall apart and leaves the son of President Joe Biden in limbo for the moment, and will only further brighten the spotlight on the issue as congressional Republicans pursue their own investigations into Hunter Biden's actions. Failed to pay between 1.1 and 1.5 million in federal income taxes before legal deadlines, and was set to plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors, with prosecutors agreeing to recommend a sentence of probation. The deal was also meant to resolve a federal firearms offense. Free Hunter on the firearms offense, by the way. Free Hunter on the gun charge. All he did was smoke a little crack, all right? There's nothing violent about it.
Is this America?
I thought this was America.
Bringing this back to the big guy. Yeah. I don't know if you guys listen to Shapiro at all, but he put out timeline of all of this stuff. It really doesn't look good for old Joe.
Well,
on top
it
of that,
hasn't for a while, but
No, it looks really, really bad.
it doesn't look good for Joe. It doesn't look good for Hunter. It doesn't look good for the defense because they looked either totally inept. It doesn't look good for the DOJ because they look sloppy in this. Like
It doesn't look good for America because then we'll end up with Kamala.
yeah. So Hunter Biden was placed under oath and told U.S. District Judge Mary Ellen Noriega, an appointee of Donald Trump, who was supported by Senate Democrats, that he wanted to plead guilty. Noriega began asking him a series of procedural questions that are asked at basically every federal plea hearing. But as things dragged on, Noriega quizzed the lawyers from both sides about the particulars of the tax deal. She sussed out a disagreement between the parties on a critical question. Did the deal protect Hunter from possibly facing additional charges for illegal foreign lobbying, known as FARA, Foreign Agents Registration Act? The Justice Department said no. But
You know how
Biden's
that
team
went?
thought yes.
You know how that went? I bet the prosecutor was like, no. Excuse me, sir? No, he can still be charged.
Yeah.
Just real quiet. Because,
Yeah.
you know, those fuckers told him one thing and then another thing fucking happened because all the pressure on Capitol Hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
The judge
exactly.
probably started asking questions, and the defense was just like, "Ah, shit."
Yeah, without a meeting of the minds, as Noriega put it, there could be no deal. It appeared at that moment the plea agreement was on the brink of collapse, but Chris Clark, Hunter Biden's lawyer, asked for a short recess to consult with the prosecutors. After a break, he announced that he was accepting the Justice Department's position that his client was still at risk of possible FARA charges, with an investigation still underway. And then things appeared to be back on track, and Noriega pressed forward with addressing the separate gun deal. She said she has concerns about the constitutionality of the gun deal because it might violate separations of powers principles. The felony charge revolves around a gun Hunter Biden bought in 2018, which was an illegal purchase because he knew he was an illegal drug user at the time, according to court filings. Judge said Wednesday that the deal to resolve the gun charges was not straightforward and contains atypical provisions. She expressed frustration that the two sides structured the tax and gun plea deals in a way where she would need to approve the gun deal but had no powers to approve or reject the tax agreement. The diversion agreement, which isn't often submitted to a judge, has a provision that says if there is a dispute over whether Hunter Biden breached the terms of the deal, it would go to the judge for fact-finding. Noriega questioned why it would plop her in the middle of a deal she didn't have a say in and potentially block the Justice Department from bringing charges, a function of the executive branch.
So on top of all this, if the judge had just rubber stamped it and signed it, as soon as she signs the order, nothing can be revoked.
Yeah.
Like nothing. So if she didn't ask these questions and she signed it, and then after the fact it came out, they could do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
two things. I hate that I respect Hunter Biden that he had a 38 special as the gun that he had. That's kind of cool. And then
old school.
Yeah, I like it. And then can we get a camera in a courtroom? I am so sick of seeing sketches of stuff in a courtroom.
Let's see the sketch.
You don't
like
this
there's one of him also. Like if you go, I don't know if it's down, but there's one of him. It looks nothing like him. And
that looks exactly like him.
Well, that's a good drawing. Oh wait, that's a picture. Can we get it's 2023? Can we just get a camera in the courtroom? I'm so sick of seeing artist renditions of courtrooms.
What are the prosecutors like 5'1"? Are they all a bunch of Robbies? Look at that.
Yeah, they're all a little bunch of midgets. So let's see. Biden's attorney said given the politicization of the case, they want a neutral arbiter like Noriega to handle any potential disputes. The judge said she couldn't decide on the fly if that was a legally workable plan. I cannot accept the plea agreement today, Noriega said.
the judge asked both parties to file additional legal briefs defending the constitutionality of the plea deal that addresses the firearms charges. They have 30 days to file these briefs, according to the court docket. What happens after that isn't clear at this time. And,
I like how it's Republicans hope to capitalize on confusion. Like, no, they look like
pounce.
They look like morons, and it's amazing how you people can't see the average day Joe seeing like, this is a little fucking shady. It's a little fucking shady.
Also,
real
if
fucking
you're
shady.
the average Joe and you do this, you're going to fucking jail.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Do
not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Right, and then you're going to be a felon for the rest of your life. Like when
Federal
you get out
pound me in the ass prison.
Yeah,
and
once
even
you get out of there with a whistling butthole, you're not gonna be able to find a job.
Whistling all the Dixie.
Yeah, so then you go. Yeah, that's when you go to hooking for crack.
That's when you continue to sell your art and like you're just doing the money laundering scheme.
Or you
half
just
$1 million
hope,
a pop.
You just hope you're funny, right? Right, Tim? You just hope you're funny.
I painted this with my dick.
Not yet.
So this one was a good one as well.
Can we get to the wait?
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I want to get to the alien controversy that came out today too.
Well, this will be a nice segue.
You can do this one first.
This one is shocked, confused, and hurt. Transgender woman's fury after gynecologist refused to see her.
This is so good.
An irate transgender woman who created a stir when she took legal action against beauticians who this bitch again who refused to wax her genitalia. No, it was a dude with a dick and balls wanting to get a Brazilian wax while calling himself a woman.
So hold on. Question. If you're a beautician, do you only focus on vaginas? Or I thought maybe they'd be a jack of all trades. Like buttholes, dicks, and vaginas.
You would think so, but I don't know. I mean, I don't blame them for not wanting to, because if this dude kind of resembles a wildebeest. It's like a white male Lizzo. And
she looks like Ursula from The Mermaid.
Who refused to wax his genitalia, now claims a gynecologist. Because if you still got the dick and balls, like, no, come on, man, you're just a dude. You're just a fucking dude.
Matt, I just sent you something via text that you have to play right now. It has to happen right now.
All right.
It has to happen 100% right now.
Why didn't I get the text? Is it towards me, you geriatric fuck?
No. No, it's not towards you. It's just has to happen. Don't even watch it. Just play it.
I'm getting there.
Okay. Dude, I wanted to hear about my gynecologist.
You here for an abortion too? Yeah, I discovered a few days ago I wasn't bleeding out my
story.
So I guess I'm knocked up. Is this Dr.
My gynecologist story.
Mrs. Garrison?
Oh, that's me. Hello, doctor. Looks like I need an abortion.
An
abortion? Yeah, I've got one growing inside me. Now you're going to scramble its brains or just vacuum it out? If you want, you can just scramble it and I'll queef it out myself.
Mr. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison. You can't have an abortion.
Don't you tell me what I can and can't do with my body. A woman has a right to choose.
No, I mean you're physically unable to have an abortion because you can't get pregnant.
But I missed my period.
You can't have periods either. You had a sex change, Mr. Garrison, but you don't have ovaries or a womb. You don't produce eggs.
You mean I'll never know what it feels like to have a baby grown inside me? Scramble brains and vacuum it out?
That's right.
But I paid $5,000 to be a woman. This would mean I'm not really a woman. I'm just a guy with a mutilated penis.
Basically, yes.
Oh boy, do I feel like a jackass.
That's true.
Does that not fit perfectly into this conversation?
It sums it up.
And yeah, there was another one I feel like playing as well, but I'll have to find it. So, it was it's that scene from Step Brothers when the dad's just like, remember when I was young and I wanted to be a dinosaur? It's went all around.
Not a fucking dinosaur.
Stop being a fucking dinosaur and get a job.
It's amazing that a parody movie could mirror life so exactly.
I know. And it's not even like you're talking to kids. No, you're talking to like 40, 45-year-old men and women. You're just like, this is not how life works, man. You just
So if you look at her Wikipedia page, the thing she's famous for is bringing lawsuits against Canadians. Like, I think she was up to 7 or 8. That's her thing. She just brings up lawsuits.
She's like
they sound like a treat.
He's like the people that go find all these bakers that don't like gay dudes.
Yeah, if they have a cross in the window,
coffee on your dick and
yeah, like they're the ones that go find these Christian bakers and like, would you please make a cake of a giant cock for me and my husband's wedding anniversary? And the guy's like, no, I'm not comfortable with that at all. And they're like, we're gonna sue you.
You know, I'm shocked that the Christian right hasn't started going into like gay bakeries to have like Bible, cakes made or some shit.
Yeah, I know it's weird. I don't know that the Christian right's coming on pretty strong here lately. So like, you also kind of want to keep them in check too, because next thing they'll be coming after rap music again.
Oh man, rap music and video games. Good thing Marilyn Manson isn't around anymore.
We're just gonna play nothing but Kid Rock and Jason Aldean. Hell yeah, brother. Jason Aldean from a small town of Macon, Georgia. 350,000 people.
Pick up a fucking book because you're a fucking retard.
And I already Jessica Yaniv from Canada posted about the incident on Twitter on Monday, saying it left him feeling shocked, confused, and hurt. So gynecologist office that I got referred to literally told me today we don't serve transgender patients, the 32-year-old said. Are they allowed to do that legally? Isn't that against the college practices? She asked the College of Physicians and Surgeons of British Columbia. Ms. Yaniv went on to say gynecologists form a part of...
That is just a train wreck of a person. Like, ugh.
She looks like, remember in Shrek when the goons dress up? Hold please.
She looks like Joe Pesci at his end of Casino.
How dare you talk about the legend that is Joe Pesci like that? Gynecologists form a part of the multidisciplinary team who engage with transgender and non-binary patients, either as a part of the transition stage, performing surgery, or managing pre- or post-transition gynecological problems.
Aaron, I want to ask your wife how easy of a job being a gynecologist for transgender people would be.
Hey, Lynn.
Like,
how easy would it be to be a gynecologist for transgender people?
Depending on how much surgery you've had.
It's actually very challenging depending on the surgery that they had. There's no laughs over here, Tim.
Never saw their schmegman side there. Yeah.
Dude, we have an in-house lawyer who's not even fucking in here. We got an in-house medical person. Remember from Shrek?
Yeah. to that, from that to that.
That is pretty
That's
dead on.
pretty spot on. Pretty spot on.
You're welcome.
Huh. The following day, the self-proclaimed LGBTQIA plus advocate told her 140,000 Twitter followers the CPSBC had confirmed that the refusal was considered discrimination under the BC Human Rights Code against their code of ethics.
And can I just put a disclaimer here? I think we've said it multiple times, so I'll say it again. We don't care what you do. But if you're a douchebag of a human being, no matter what you are, we're going to rip on you because this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's... You got sued... well, you sued people because they didn't want to shave or wax your dick and balls.
Ma'am, your uterus looks like an inside-out dick.
Yeah. Your uterus appears to be what we call a penis and testicles. Yeah, so like you have literally no need to see a gynecologist. You're wasting their time. Like they're like, yeah, you still have a dick.
Dude, they gotta make sure they don't got that HPV.
Yeah, I guess so. Me and I can't have a child growing inside me and scramble its brain, have it vacuumed out.
I'll cook it out later.
Oh, funny shit. A statement provided to the Daily Mail said staff never offer opinions on specific situations discussed over the phone with patients. 32-year-old said she was planning on filing a complaint with the clinic. Trans people need to be included, not excluded from society. Pre and post gender affirming surgery care is super important.
Also, just be the doctor and be like go down there and crack your knuckles and be like, oh yeah, the abortion's done. You owe me $10,000.
Yeah. Prior to her recent claim, she had filed complaints seeking thousands of dollars in damages against beauticians in Vancouver for, once again, refusing to wax her genitalia, which are his genitalia, a dick and balls.
I just sent you the Wikipedia of what it brings up. She has 16 different... She's known for bringing up 16 different lawsuits. And you would think maybe she would branch out from just this specific area. No, it's this specific... It's waxing. It's nothing but...
How many of those has she won?
Last month, the British Human Rights Tribunal
Canada
dismissed her claims. Human rights legislation does not require a service provider to wax a type of genitals they are not trained for and have not consented to wax, it said.
Everybody must see my dick. Everybody.
I find that Ms. Yaniv's predominant motive in filing her waxing complaints is not to prevent or remedy alleged discrimination, but to target small businesses for personal financial gain.
Ding, 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 ding.
Cosino said. She was ordered to pay a fine of $6,000. Good for you, Canada.
That's an expensive waxing.
I wasn't expecting that from Canada.
I was not either. So good for you, Canada. I guess it was British Columbia, so Western Canada. I guess they're a little more normal out there. I guess. But we'll go from one bizarre to the next, and this one is really bizarre. I thought.
You know what? I feel like we have
a
very Matt story every episode. And we present to you the Matt story of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. So I want this to be an awesome story right from the get-go. You know, experts say cocaine sharks may be feasting on drugs dumped off Florida.
I watched Cocaine Bear, and it did not end up well for the people.
No. No, I bet it wouldn't. I bet it would. I want to watch it. I just haven't watched it yet.
That shark does look like a cokehead.
You know that the producer of Cocaine Bear was like, no, we do a sequel. wait with sharks. You know, this guy's planning cocaine and fucking feeding sharks just so he could get his story.
So it says move over cocaine bear. Where is this from? This is the Guardian. Here come cocaine sharks. What could be the plot line for the next cheesy marine-themed disaster movie? Scientists think crazed and hungry sharks could be feasting on bales of hallucinatory drugs dumped off the Florida coast. Well, cocaine sharks, a highlight of Discovery's upcoming Shark Week, does indeed examine if the ocean predators are chomping on floating pharmaceuticals cast overboard by passing traffickers. Marine scientists who made the TV program said its purpose is beyond gratuitous entertainment. It's a catchy headline to shed light on a real problem that everything we use, everything we manufacture, everything we put into our bodies ends up in our wastewater streams and natural water bodies. And these aquatic life that we depend on to survive are then exposed to that, said Dr. Tracy Fanara, a Florida-based environmental engineer and lead member of the research team.
I want Pontius to jump in after a cocaine shark.
Right. Like that's how they let Bam back on the Jackass crew is you have to go swim with cocaine sharks. You have to fight because didn't he say he was gonna smoke crack either until they let him see his son or he died? I didn't hear that. Yeah, I think that was part of his plan.
I feel like you yelled that at me drunkenly one time in college.
Probably did. I don't even know where we would have got crack.
In direct contrast of Hunter Biden, who just smokes crack so he doesn't have to see his daughter.
It's Parmesan cheese.
He smokes crack so he forgets that he had a daughter with that stripper. and also his dead brother's widow.
Jesus.
Yeah. We've seen studies of pharmaceuticals, cocaine, methamphetamines, ketamine, all of these where fish are being affected by drugs. If these cocaine bales are a point source of pollution, it's very plausible sharks can be affected by this chemical. Cocaine is so soluble that any of these packages open just a little and the structural integrity is destroyed and the drug is in the water. Cocaine shark, blah, blah, blah.
I kind of want to watch it.
In their research conducted 6 days at sea in the Florida Keys, the ecologically sensitive island chain off the state's southern tip, Fanara and the British marine biologist Tom Hurd observed sharks exhibiting peculiar behaviors.
They were chattering their teeth.
They're blowing other sharks for coke.
I should buy a boat.
They're constantly wiping their nose with their fin. Like kind of like Hunter at the 4th of July party. Did you see that?
You know you can't see what he said with his lips, but you know he's going. Hunter's back, baby.
Fucking game on.
He was yacked
ready
out
to
of
fuck
his
some
mind.
strippers. Let's fucking do it. 4th of July, baby. Woo!
See, I just don't get where Rob thinks it's going to be funner to party with Donald Trump.
I don't
Jr.
either. I don't either.
I think Donald Trump Jr. would be annoying as fuck to hang out with because
he's sober.
Well, and he acts like he's on coke. Yeah, but I think that's just how he is. And no, Hunter Biden's gonna go find a party, or if not, he's gonna make a party. You know, we've seen the evidence.
The only bad thing about Hunter that me and Matt discussed was apparently Hunter doesn't like Asian hookers.
No
That's
yellow.
the only downside.
No yellow.
That's... Did you hear about that, Tim?
No.
He's fucking going back and forth with his
with the madam.
And he's like, no yellow. No yellow.
No yellow. They were discussing which chicks he wanted, and no yellow. And like I want to see I want to read like the real Hunter Biden autobiography.
Oh,
like,
I cannot wait.
I can't either, and I'm just afraid we're gonna be dead before that all comes out in all of its
it's gonna
all
be,
of its grand
it's gonna
finale.
be buried. It's gonna be buried like the JFK stuff and everything.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be like our grandkids will be like, we still don't know who killed JFK. We're not even sure who he is at this point. But
300 years later, we have no idea.
So a hammerhead species that would usually swim away from humans came directly toward the divers, moving erratically. They also observed a sandbar shark swimming in circles as it apparently focused on an imaginary object. They also conducted experiments, including dropping dummy bales in the water, which many of the sharks took bites of, and loading balls of bait with highly concentrated fish powder to simulate cocaine. I'm going to go out.
The shark is just like scratching its neck going, you got any more of them bales?
How you think I got this soup?
The effect the researchers said was akin to catnip on felines. It's the next best thing and sets their brain aflame. It was crazy, Heard says on the show. Finera said they chose the Florida Keys as the best location for their research because a convergence of ocean currents made the region prevalent for floating bales.
The abundance of cocaine.
So we need to take a vacation down to the Florida Keys and see if we can go. We just walk the beaches and see if we can find some cocaine that washed ashore.
Bless you. 100%.
Sorry, I tried to mic that out. My bad.
You missed.
Yeah,
I did.
so we'll just go down to Florida with metal detectors, so it looks like we're looking for watches and shit, but really we're looking out for bales of cocaine, baby. Woo!
We should have Tim doing the metal detector because apparently only 60-year-old men do metal detectors on the beach.
I bet you we could get a Discovery Channel show out of it. Coke hunters.
Coke hunters.
Coke hunters. Yeah.
Coke hunters with Pa, Tim, and friends.
Yeah, and we can make it like a swamp people deal. Like we just have ridiculously fake Southern accents.
Yes,
By
real
God,
heavy.
this is a big old white one.
Oh! Come out quick! I found possum.
Cops! Get the fuck out of here!
Scatter!
Serpentine!
Don't run in a straight line, you dumbass!
Fuck you, Kamala!
I love Kid Rock. I don't know a single one of his songs, but I just love that guy.
He's like redneck Santa Claus. Keep on playing that Freebird.
Jason Aldean's still pretty gay, though. I agree with the sentiment of the song, but the song just fucking sucks, man. I could agree with the guy and still hate his music, can I? Because that song fucking sucked.
Nothing to add to that, Tim. Do you got a Southern accent, Tim? Let's hear it, brother.
I got nothing. Sorry, I don't do accents. I just do funny.
Yeah, real rapist wit you got.
Real rapist wit.
This I don't think this is a real study. I think this is just a TV show because they're only out there for 6 days and they're like they mentioned 2 sharks and they're like, oh, by the way, we also essentially fed them the shark version of cocaine too. So like,
how does this not sound like Strange Wilderness where they're just like, we're just gonna go give sharks a bunch of cocaine. See what we're gonna film it.
Yeah, you'll find out later. This was just it was like the sequel to Strange Wilderness 2. They couldn't make it anymore, so they now they just spun it off into a Shark Week show.
Well, as our resident shark nerd, I've never seen a video of a hammerhead that didn't look like it was on cocaine. They're very sporadic.
All of the footage you see of hammerheads are them swimming directly at you, isn't it? Like that's the ones I've seen. I never you very rarely see a hammerhead swimming away.
Well, they're
end of the video.
They scan the sand for like shit in the sand. So they're doing this. They're just going back and forth. Like they're brushing with the dick. Back and forth.
You would think they'd flip up on one end and then they do a grid deal where they just they scan with one eyeball, flip over, and then come back and scan with the other eyeball.
Yeah.
They're basically already a cokehead.
Yeah. But like an inbred cokehead because the eyes are really wide, you know.
A cokehead on the
hills have eyes.
It's a West Virginia cokehead shark.
It plays the banjo.
Yeah. it says Rodam Tide.
Ooh, that was good.
The last month, the U.S. Coast Guard announced it recovered more than 186 million of illegal narcotics from the waters of the Caribbean and southern Florida. Seizures have little impact on the industry operating at record levels. Like, why don't they sell some of that coke and, then they can operate their prisons off of that or something, you know, like
because there's no armies in South America that really need guns right now, Matt.
Towards our national debt.
Yeah. Sell it all to the Saudis. Just like, here you go.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Hey, Abba Dabba Dabba. Here.
You think we could send it over there in a plane? You know, like one of their planes, maybe. 9/11.
Send that in the golfers.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See that's one of my big hang-ups on Trump is he really sucks some Saudi dick. And
yes, he did.
I don't like them motherfuckers, you know.
Did you see his tweet about the aliens? Or I guess whatever Truth Social about the aliens?
I still cannot get logged in on my laptop. That app sucks so bad.
He said something along the lines of, God, I hope there's not life on other planets because Joe Biden will start sending him money soon.
See, and then he does shit like that and he brings me right back in, you know?
He did not say that shit.
He did, yeah, he did.
I'm pulling it up right now.
No fucking way.
I'm
surprised he didn't tie Hunter in there somehow.
It's just you gotta wade through the constant stream of boomer tweets, you know.
Oh God.
Can I put on my tinfoil hat for a second?
Do you still have it?
No, I threw it away.
Did you recycle it?
It's permanently on my head now. Don't you think it's ironic that all this alien stuff happens like on days where other stories are happening?
It's almost like we can't trust the media. It's weird.
Right. It's, they're like, please don't pay attention to
pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. Exactly. By the way, like there's been a bunch of reports coming out like the Ukrainians are fucking up their counteroffensive. Like all the training that we gave their elite troops, they don't use it at all. And then the Ukrainians are like, "Fuck you, give us planes because we don't have any planes." And we're like, why the fuck are you a country? Like we're like, what the fuck, man? Like we train you, that we send you all this shit, and then like they wasted their entire arsenal defending a non-strategic city. Like it has no strategic value, and they fought over it for going on a year now.
Stalingrad.
Yeah.
Fucking Stalingrad.
Yeah. It's fucking wild, man. But don't pay attention to that. Pay attention to who is this guy that testified, the alien dude?
He's some guy that has some serious like connection, or he was like pretty deep into where it was, and then he decided to become a I don't know what it is, like a whistleblower.
Okay, so Sinead O'Connor died. If anybody cared,
I liked Sinead O'Connor.
You would?
Yeah, she's a good singer. She's kind of fucking crazy, but like she's a good singer.
She sounded like an Irish version of every chick singer in the 90s.
No, she has a much better voice.
And then she shaved her head and was weird, and I did not get her at all. Did not understand.
What the fuck's wrong with shaving your head, you piece of shit?
Nothing. If you're a dude. But I mean, if you're Sinead O'Connor, you look like that, and I mean, it's just not a real attractive look in my opinion.
I don't know if she would look much hotter with better hair, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't get Sinead O'Connor at all. I don't understand any of the hype behind it. Like, not even a little bit of it.
Behind it.
It's her birthday. Her death birthday.
Shut up. It's her birthday.
No, nobody. Fucking Orange County. Even my wife chuckled at that. You fucking amateurs. My fucking wife's laughing over her.
No, I was going back to College Avenue with the two drunk chicks in the median.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest moments.
Birthday.
Shut up, it's my birthday.
One of the greatest moments ever.
Damn. Man, we lived on that for several years.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like every time we went out, somebody yelled that.
Okay, so here we got witness at UFO hearing testifies under oath. Non-human bodies have been recovered by government from crashed crafts.
You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
She's kind of,
as I've stated,
got a naughty librarian look to her.
Who is that?
Who that?
Nancy Mace, Republican from South Carolina.
She's giving Bobes a run.
Biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still in the program.
And was this...
I don't know how much I trust this guy.
I was going to say he's pretty eager to be happy to be here.
Look at that. He has got some crazy eyes going right there.
He was swimming with the cocaine sharks.
If he had red hair, he would scratch the shit out of your car.
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you and Skip about.
Gotcha.
I don't trust this guy. I don't trust him. No way.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I don't know what.
That's in the same category as that guy on January 6th. Let's go inside the Capitol.
Yeah,
okay.
We talked to him, and he swore that he's not in the FBI at all. And by the way, we're not charging him either, even though we sent a 69-year-old lady with breast cancer to federal prison for a couple months. But this guy, who's on camera multiple times saying we're going into the Capitol, was leading people to the Capitol, saying we got to go into the Capitol, not just outside, but we got to go into the Capitol multiple times. That guy gets nothing. Nothing. In fact, he even got an interview on 60 Minutes where they're like, tell us about how your life sucks now because you were in Washington, D.C. yelling, let's go into the Capitol, and then a bunch of people got arrested, but now people think you're involved somehow.
Wouldn't you think that would be the left politician's number one target, the guy who actually have on tape saying it?
Yeah. And then, but no, they ran with the shaman guy, which I get. Big fan of that guy. Honestly, like I'm a pretty big fan of the getup.
How have you not gone as the shaman for Halloween yet, Matt? How has that not happened?
I can't grow that good of a beard, so
I just want to see McKinley shirtless. Okay.
Do you?
I could go shirtless.
He might do it the rest of the podcast.
I might. It's I got good ventilation going right now, so it's not like balls hot. That's why everything's working smoothly. So that helps.
Stay tuned. Matt's gonna whip out the tits on the Patreon sesh.
This is it's a fake leather chair, so it'd get really sticky. I'm not gonna do that. Like it'd just be like, yeah, it'd be sticking to the chair, and that's nobody wants that.
That'd be really bad podcast.
So what's this one? Government recovered technology that did not originate on Earth. I don't trust any of these, like any of the media. Like, have you noticed like they're trying to just remind us that it gets hot in July? You know, like I get this is kind of like a long stretch of hot, but they're like worst in recorded history. We've only been recording daily temperatures since like the 30s or some shit like that. So it's like, it's a hot one. It's a hot one for sure. I get it, but it's July in the northern hemisphere. Typically gets hot. You know, it's kind of a thing in July.
Well, the thing that gets me is the deadlines that come up. Like when 20 years ago, Al Gore said California is going to be flooded in Florida, and then he immediately the celebs buy land in California and still not underwater 20 years later.
Well, and the big banks are still lending that money out. So like they're not real worried about total loss on those properties and not recouping money. You know, if they're still loaning money out there, they're okay with it. They're not buying into the sea or the sea levels rising and Miami's going to be underwater. Been saying that for a while. Yeah, it's weird.
Matt,
Nothing there.
I just sent you a copy of the text.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
You sending more PUD pics?
I don't know if I can send any more.
Tim, right after the show, give me props. After last week's show, the next day, I went on the Instagram and commented on every single one of your fucking photos or memes or videos.
You actually did. Yeah. I send you guys nothing but fire.
You do send fire.
You do send good memes. The reels are good. The memes are good. I have no qualms with what you send me. When I look at them.
Did it come up? Did it come up to you, Matt?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it open so I can pop it up on screen.
Did it come?
It's just a screenshot of it, but it's fucking hilarious.
Did it.
I'm gonna become president just to get some internet out to Matt.
Holy fuck!
That's not the internet, dude.
It's just Matt.
Yes,
that's not even a.
Too many windows open.
Donald Trump says, "I hope we never find life on another planet because if we do, there's no doubt the United States will start sending them money." And that was January 16th, 2014.
Was it really? Wow. Damn it!
Yeah,
I thought it was brand new. Damn it!
Yeah, that was 2014.
Maybe he knows more now.
Maybe. Either way, he didn't show us anything. He didn't tell us shit. He had all these classified documents, and he's not sharing the wealth. Apparently, he had to go to Mar-a-Lago to see him. Son of a bitch.
Damn it! Why'd you have to call out the date on that, Matt?
Oh, I thought it was because it was relevant then. It's relevant now.
It's like the fucking Simpsons.
So former defense official Christopher Mellon says the U.S. has recovered technology that did not originate on this earth. 65-year-old served as former deputy assistant secretary of defense for intelligence in the Clinton and Bush administrations. Okay, where's the video?
I think not demanding that NASA be there, not demanding that more big shots from these different departments and programs be there or be held.
I bet we can find it.
Oh, is that Cuomo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He annoys me. That guy was fucking everybody though. It sounded like he was slinging that dick all the way around the governor's mansion in New York.
No, that was his brother. That was the CNN reporter.
Oh yeah. No, he was just doing it at CNN. That's right. Christopher Mellon. So did
This
he
is
not?
good podcast.
Well, I'm just checking. Did he not? Ahead of a scheduled hearing, so he hasn't yet. So he's. Well, so what did he say to Cuomo?
To account for why they won't come should have been a focus. And we're setting ourselves up for disappointment with these hearings. What's your take?
I think there's time to get to that. This is a process. The objective here, I think, and the opportunity is for the American people to come to better understand why it is that so many in Congress actually take seriously the idea that there are UFOs, UAP, that are violating U.S. airspace, and the associated rumor, allegation that we may have in our possession off-world technology recovered from someone else's space program. And those are things that are hard for people to get their minds around. And I think this hearing is an opportunity for the public to hear from naval aviators who are utterly credible, responsible people, to understand what they're experiencing, what they're encountering in the field. And this is happening on a widespread basis. There are hundreds and hundreds.
Well, he seems a little less crazy than the last guy.
I would never think that the government is lying to me.
Never?
Never.
True blue. True blue.
Well, there's one thing I would never do to
Jesus
you guys.
Christ.
I would never
Oh, my
attack
God.
you. I would never attack you with rice.
Yeah, because you'd eat all of it.
What?
Well, yeah,
What?
rice is fucking delicious.
What is Buster? Is this website?
Yeah.
Are we?
Oh, no,
is this
it's
another
just-
catfish, Matt?
No, this is the smokinggun.com. I don't know what the Buster is, but maybe that's the author. I'm not sure.
That's the author's nickname.
Yeah. Rice should only be thrown at newlywoods, not strangers with whom you have beef.
What a dad joke to start off.
I have said that for years.
South Carolina man is behind. A heavy South Carolina episode this go around. I wonder, do you think he threw the rice at the congresswoman because she was getting too close to the UFOs? He's like, hey bitch, let this be a lesson to you.
Matt's brought it full circle. Oh shit.
South Carolina man is behind bars after his arrest last night for striking a woman with thrown cooked rice on a Myrtle Beach. Striking a woman with thrown cooked rice.
It gets better at the very bottom when the cops say that he was still holding the to-go container when they arrested him.
Police say Jaime's Encarnacion, 31, was collared Monday evening following the late night incident. Seen it right. Encarnacion has been charged with a misdemeanor assault and battery.
What are you in fear for? You don't want to know.
I hit a bitch with some rice. According to the police report, Encarnacion threw rice into the vehicle of 43-year-old male witness. While it is unclear who was the intended target, the rice struck a 39-year-old South Carolina woman sitting on the passenger's side.
Oh, the Greek tragedy.
Cops noted that Encarnacion was holding the takeout container of rice when they arrived on the scene.
Fucking A.
Get rid of the evidence, bro.
Additionally, rice was also observed inside the vehicle near where the victim and the witness were sitting. Seriously, throw the container away a block down, like run, and then throw the container away, and the cops would be like, "Bitch, you spilled your rice. That's what you did. I don't believe you. So you're gonna blame it on some poor Mexican guy throwing it at you? Bullshit. You spilled your rice, bitch. Shut up."
So wait.
Looking at this picture, I want to know, and his name. I want to know what kind of rice this was.
That's what I said. Like, why is there a picture of a Chinese box of rice? He could have Mexican rice. Like he could just have straight up white rice. Like
he fits the profile of a guy who would have a white styrofoam takeout container, not the little foldy paper Chinese takeout.
They're making a pretty big assumption right there.
Rice that you do with a fork, not chopsticks.
Yeah, this guy is, if anything, he's guilty of cultural appropriation. That's what that's where I'm going. He was holding the takeout container of rice.
Police cited no injuries.
Yeah.
Shock.
Yeah, the incident occurred on a retail strip adjacent to an ocean beach, as well as a Mexican eatery and a restaurant selling sushi. Yeah. Cited no injuries.
We need a bus out here.
In the rice attack. We got a rice attack.
We got a serial ricer.
Drive-by ricing. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire. It was a run by fruiting.
Oh my god! Like, so what's funny. The fine on this? $10? Like,
I mean, who's pressing charges on that? Come on,
$10.
Yeah, like, yeah, like make him get handcuffed or something, but also be like, nah, I ain't pressing charges on this stupid bitch, and then let it go. Like, you're gonna. So now that guy's gonna have to go through the system. He's not gonna show up for court, and then they're gonna come bust him at work someday. And that, now some guy's he's gonna be missing his best gardener because
with Asian rice. That chick just needed to get hit in the face with more rice like 30 minutes later. It wasn't enough.
I got to remember where my buttons are.
Oh fuck!
Oh fuck! I was wanting the rim shot and got the sad trombone.
No, it worked.
It fucking worked.
Yeah,
I'm good
either
for one
way.
joke of podcast.
Oh fucking!
What a world we live in. So, like, seriously, this guy is not going to show up to court. so then he's gonna have a warrant out for his arrest, and then some restaurant is gonna lose their best bus boy, or some gardening company is gonna lose their best mower. I mean, it all because it's probably that bitch said something to him, probably said something racist to him, and he threw what he had on him, and it was rice. Damn it.
Just trying to enjoy my lunch, and some Karen comes over telling me I shouldn't be here.
I know. I'm on this guy's side as of right now.
He's like a ninja. He can turn anything into a weapon.
Innocent unless proven guilty. And,
allegedly.
Right.
Yeah, we need video of this.
And it goes back to that Bill Burr joke. Like, there's never a time to hit a woman with rice. We don't know what was said.
She didn't do anything. She did nothing.
Look at his face, though. He's like, can't believe I'm up in here for this bullshit.
He's just, he's like, pinche güera. Pinche güera.
Fucking tonto. Yeah, that guy he's like, he is not impressed. And guess what? He don't get to go eat that delicious rice either.
No, yeah. I feel bad for the rice.
You should. You should. The way Asians get treated at Harvard, you should feel bad for that. Said, if anything, this guy is probably guilty of cultural appropriation. I don't know if that's an Asian move to throw rice, but if somebody was going to throw rice, the first thought would be Asian, wouldn't it be?
There's a good. I'm sad to admit that. Yes, you're right.
Hey, Matt. Go ahead.
I said they eat a lot of rice in other parts of the world too, like a lot of rice in Africa, but they throw spears and not rice. You know, like they eat the rice and they throw the spears. Asians, I don't know. Like I had a Vietnamese brother, and he was prone to throw shit when he got mad. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe throwing balls of rice is a common thing in Asia. I don't know.
Matt, you should pull up that commercial that I sent to the chain.
That should be for Patreon. Yeah. Oh, okay, never mind.
Should we take a pee break?
I need a pee break.
Okay, we're at hour 10. That works out good. So let's read some of the comments here real quick.
You have comments?
We have a few, or two. Didn't go. The last cocaine major trade was government run. Didn't go well. That's true.
Very true.
Well, I mean, it was very profitable until people found out about it. And turns out
Dynamite commentary Facebook user.
The tactic worked pretty well because there was a lot of crack cocaine that got sold and bought in LA. So
LA.
They have great tacos in LA.
Let's get some fish tacos and crack cocaine in LA.
LA.
All right, so I'll have to.
What's the other comment?
He said it didn't go well. It was 2-part comment.
Oh Jesus! All right.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we'll call that good. Fuck Rob and
yep.
Fuck you, Tim, as well.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Just for
I'm
good
here.
measure, and then Aaron, fuck you as well.
And fuck you.
Yeah, and everybody listening, give yourself a good solid. Go fuck yourselves, and also have a great day.
And buy whatever Spotify's selling to you.
Right. Oh well, and also go to my store. I got some merch up now. I do have some merch, and it goes to a drop shipper. So all you have to do is order it, and I don't have to mess with it.
And if you pay for Patreon and you come back with us, you can also learn about a new product that's coming out that you may want for your lady friend during Valentine's Day.
Yeah. So anyway, here's the Burnin Daylight store. We got the Taco Snatcher shirt.
Aaron's beard.
Designed by my buddy Matt Wilson. Taco Snatchers, snatching one taco at a time. It's a great shirt. You want it.
Oh, I thought that was a fallopian tube.
Oh, we got the cow puncher shirt.
The fallopian tube's right above the taco.
Right? Am I wrong?
Let's take a closer look at it.
It's about 4 inches above it.
It's beautiful against the pink backdrop.
All right, where's the fallopian tube?
Oh, it's a sombrero. Yeah. Matt, the picture of if you have a great Mexican idea. The one I sent you.
Oh, okay. I haven't got it yet. Anyway, go check it out. We got your hats in now, Tim.
I have a different hat.
I know, but no, we have new ones.
Mine's vintage.
It is vintage. We got the Doucheboro koozies. I'm pretty big fan of those. Anyway, go check it out. burnin-daylight.com for all the merch. Patreon.com/burnin-daylight to listen to the rest of this. Danger the Grouch on Instagram. Tim's gay. Don't follow him.
What am I on? What am I on? What is my name on Instagram?
That's Rob, a question you ask every day is where am I at?
Yeah, just like you just relate with Uncle Joe so hard.
Oh, look what South Park's on.
Is that the casino one?
No, that's the one where he's on Wheel of Fortune.
Or Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, naggers.
Yeah.
Naggers. Ooh. All right. On that note, we'll be back after a little pee break. For everybody else, you want to listen, so go pay. Patreon.com/BurninDaylight.
What is my Instagram?
17stretch17.
There we go. Find me. Follow me.
Yeah.
It's all gold.
He does well. I don't know what you post on him, but he sends really good DMs. Like the reels are always pretty solid.
The rest of it is just shit my wife put up.
We should that video I sent to you guys just a little bit ago. That one. Well, maybe we'll end it on in the main one on that one, because I thought that was really funny.
Oh.
You guys know
Oh yeah, naggers. Those guys annoy me.
Let me find that video. We didn't even get into the fake and gay part. Maybe that'll be good for
that.
Patreon.
That's Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah. But this one, solid.
The mistake of wearing my brand new Hoochie Daddy shorts today.
Hoochie Daddy.
And I've been catcalled 17 times. Like, hey boy, what that pee-pee do? I don't know. It pees. It's small. Leave me alone.
Peas. Leave me alone. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and move your ass. We're burning daylight.
Fuck you, Tim.
Fuck you. Fuck both of you.
Did you forget our names?
Your eyes up in the morning, beneath the stars so bright. Pull your hat down, make sure your cinch is tight. Horses kinda snuffy, cold chill up your spine. You'll get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight. Burning daylight. Burning daylight. In the saddle till the job's done right. Burning daylight. Well, life is just a gather, and you won't catch 'em all. But when you ride through the gate, make sure you sit up tall. I can see the horizon, it's looking pretty bright. Well, get your ass moving, son, we're burning daylight.